Hi, I'm Dan Larson, and this is Marvel Legends Red Skull Wave Captain America in 4 minutes or less. Red Skull Wave Captain America is your 2016 minimum annual allocation of a 6-inch Captain America figure. Cap is too big, too important of a pop culture icon and consumer product to let a retail season go by without having at least one figure on the market at all times in every scale. Since there are so many Captain America figures out there already, with each successive release, as a collector you're looking for something different, something to justify adding another Captain America to your collection. While most of the recent Cap figures have been based on his appearance in the movies, this one takes us back to the comic book, and more specifically, a look that hasn't been standard for a while, which includes the Cavalier boots and the sculpted wings on the head. Captain America has had scale mail armor, everyone calls it chainmail, but it's clearly scale mail, on the blue part of his upper torso since the beginning, but traditionally artists would just suggest that the armor was there with a few small lines that looked like fish scales. In 2001, artist John Cassaday started drawing every single scale in every single panel. Since then, artists felt like they had to do the same, and today it's the measure of how people draw Cap. Do you draw the scales, or did you chicken out? For this figure, Hasbro opted to not only not sculpt the scales, but not even bother to print them on or in any way suggest that there is armor on that part of his body. Shout out to all you chickens out there. This figure is a nice opportunity to take a moment to appreciate how far Marvel Legends have come since Wave 1 back in 2002. The 2016 figure has articulation that preserves the lines of the character and the stability of the figure. The 2002 figure was so over-articulated that it was hard to keep it standing or for it to hold a pose without hand support. Instead of finger articulation like the 2002 figure had, he comes with two alternate hands, a pointing left hand and a saluting right. Can you flip the frame on that? Where the 2002 figure has elastic straps on the back of his shield, this figure came with a pair of removable shoulder straps, which, while not a bad idea in theory, seems like one of those things that no one ever actually tested. The only way they stay on is if you have Cap's arms all the way down at his side, and that limits the degree of dynamic posability by all of it. You basically get one pose when he has the straps on, hands at his side, or they fall off. The straps, that is, not his hands. But the thing that really sets this figure apart from all previous Captain America figures is that he comes with the alternate Cap wolf head. Let's be clear, there's no such thing as a bad idea, just bad execution. The idea of Captain America becoming a werewolf isn't intrinsically a bad idea. It sounds ridiculous, yes, but only until you tell an interesting story, or until it's been around long enough that it just becomes a part of the mythology by default, and that's where we are today. The initial story that ran from issue 402 to 407 back in 1992 was ridiculous and poorly executed. It was a story so crammed with guest stars like Wolverine and Cable that it reeked of an attempt to save a book that no one was interested in writing or reading. But in 2016, it's just part of being Captain America. So much so that Sam Wilson, Marvel Comics' current Captain America, previously known as Falcon, also found himself facing his own transformation into a werewolf. What bugs me about the inclusion of the Cap Wolf head is that Hasbro didn't commit to it. If they were going to make a Cap Wolf, I really would have preferred they go all the way and really make a Cap Wolf. This alternate head, while fun, ultimately looks like Steve Rogers wearing a werewolf mask as opposed to having transformed into a half-man, half-wolf monster. When you compare him to the 6-inch John Jameson Man-Wolf figure from Spider-Man Classics back in 2005, it's disappointing to think of the figure Hasbro could have released. Quick note to Marvel Studios, sooner or later Chris Evans has to retire as Captain America, and if you decide not to go with either Bucky Cap or Falcon Cap, I'm totally fine with Werewolf Cap for like an 8-movie run. If you're already happy with any of the dozens of Captain America figures that have already been released since 2002, then this figure is an easy pass. But if you're a completist, or you have no problem embracing the absurdity of Canine America, then this figure is a must-have, so buy it if you see it, and if you see two, leave one for the next collector. Thanks for watching. Hey, if you like this video, then like it. Let us know in the comments below if you think you would make a good werewolf, and be sure to subscribe and share this video so that everyone will know that I'm also down for a movie featuring Steve Mouser, aka Captain America Cat.